Hello, this is Jill again at Paper Daisy Crafting. Thanks for joining me again. I'm just going to show you how to finish off my little box here. If you joined me on my previous video, you will have seen how we made the base and the lid. And now we're going to finish off the top just with a little bit of decoration like I did on this one. Because I've used Bermuda Bay on the base here, I'm going to use Pool Party on the top here. So I've got a square of Pool Party cardstock which measures 3 7/8 inch square, which will just go and fit on our top like that. Okay, and I've got a piece of Whisper White card that I'm going to cut the die shapes out of. So my piece of Whisper White measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/2 inches. So I'm going to bring my Big Shot back in, and I am going to need that one on there. Bring my die in, and on the longest edge we are going to place this, and again we're going to place it about 1/4 inch from the top of the big rose flower there, bring in a little bit of washi tape to hold it down, and we're going to zap that through the Big Shot, and then we're going to do one more on the other side as well. That's that one. Cut through. Yeah, I might just put it through one more time just to make sure. And then one more. So take off the washi tape and take off the die. Again, carefully trying to release it so that you don't tear any of the little pieces. Can be very tricky. There we go. And use the brush to get rid of all the little pieces out of it. And again, want it this way round, and we want it about 1/4 inch from the top there. Piece of washi tape again, and through we go. There we go. One more time for luck. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not gone through at all well. Wonder why that is. I'm going to try it again that way. Just sometimes just catches in a weak spot of the Big Shot, I think, and doesn't cut very well. Hoping that's alright. It's better. It's still not perfect. It's still... I'll put it through one more time a little bit. I think maybe I didn't get all the bits out of it properly. I did that quite quickly. Make sure you clear all the bits out. Okay, I think we're alright. So we'll take that and take off. There we go. There we go. Take off the die, and again peel it off carefully. You can buy waxed paper actually. Sometimes when I'm using dies I use waxed paper between the die and the cardstock, and that just makes releasing them a lot easier. There we go. That was the bit that I thought was going to stick, and it hasn't. There we go. That's perfect. Got a bit more washi tape on there. Get that off. There we go. And so we've got two pieces now, which what we're going to do is we're going to put them either side of the... Got a bit of sticky on there from the washi tape. I'm just going to use a normal eraser. That will get it off. If you've got any glue, any adhesive, usually a normal eraser will just get rid of it. That's better. Don't want my pristine Whisper White spoiled by any marks. There we go. So that's going on there, and that's going on there. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some Tombow. Oh, that's a new one. Not that Tombow. Let's try this one. Couple here to try. There we go. And you won't need to stick down all these little bits, because once you've stuck down the most of it, then the little bits will stick. But I'll show you my trick for just making sure you've got a bit of glue on those. There we go. So you just take a cocktail stick and spread the glue out a bit, and then you get a bit more tiny bits on those thin bits. So you don't need to catch them all, just make sure you've got enough bits of glue on there, so quite quick. Now this will overlap a little bit, my piece of card, because I want to trim it off and make it really even. So I can line up the bottom, can line up this bit here, there, line up that bit there, but I don't need to worry about the others because I'm going to trim that off. And so again, little bit of Tombow, can't believe, I don't know if you can hear any of it on the video, but I've got my husband playing guitar and singing in the background. My son is upstairs above me playing computer games, and he's laughing and yelling at his friends, and my daughter is watching something on TV in the lounge, which I can also hear. So I've got a great cacophony of sound in the background. I hope it's not disturbing any of what you're listening to. Right, there we go, and let's just pin that one down there, like so. And then I'm just going to come in with my scissors, turn it over and trim down there, and trim down there, and trim down there, and trim down there. There we go, those pieces. So that's going to go on top of our box like that, and all I'm going to do is put a piece of ribbon, and I'm going to use Pool Party, and this is our Pool Party glimmer ribbon. So that's going to go across the middle here like so. So I'm going to cut that off. I want it to go underneath as well, so I'm going to take a piece of tear and tape, if I can find the end, and I'm going to put it across the middle of my card. I've done the two bits slightly too close together on this one. I need to allow a little bit more room if I was to do another one. So maybe just, I've done a bit more than 1/4 of an inch I think here, so it needed to be slightly smaller. You could just place yours in place when you're doing it. Place yours in place and just see if it's, and then see if it's right, and if it's not, you can just trim a little bit off. So just take off the backing of the tear and tape. Just going to plonk that on there, and then your ribbon can stick like so. And then it's your choice whether you use tear and tape or Tombow to stick that down. I'm actually going to use Tombow today, but I will have to keep an eye on it and make sure it sticks properly. So but that'll be when I come off camera, so I can do that. So there we go. It's quite a thick piece of cardstock now with ribbon and cardstock on it, so you just want to make sure it sticks properly. So that goes, try and get it so that it's the same distance all the way round, like so. And then in order to do the bow that went on the top, I'll just quickly show you how to do that. So you take a piece of ribbon and you want to measure, so that will be one loop and that will be another. So I'm going to cut it there and I'll measure it so that you have the exact measurements. So you need a piece that is about 5 inches. Fold it in half, like so. Take a tiny piece of tear and tape that goes over that middle fold. Take backing off with your, whatever you use, your fingernails if you've got any, tweezers if you're like me, and then fold in the ribbon. Try and keep it straight. That's not very straight. Let's try again. There we go. Fold that one in like that, and this one in as well. So you've got the 2 loops of your bow, and then you just need a little piece of ribbon that is going to go around the middle like so. So I'm going to cut that about there, And this time I'm going to put the tear and tape on the reverse of that little bit of ribbon. Make sure it's straight again. And that means I can take off the backing. There we go. Oh, can't get the backing off here. Wants to bring the whole ribbon off. Let's try again. Sometimes you need to put more pressure on to relieve. There we go. Got it. Got it. There we go. Right, and put that in the middle, and it's just going to feed round. It's already got tear and tape on, so it's going to stick as you do it. And then the last thing is to put a bit of tear and tape on the back there and attach it to our box, and then our box will be complete. And it's completely up to you what you choose to put in your box. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do with one of mine. I'm going to end up with 3 because I've made a Calypso coral one. I've now made this Bermuda Bay and Pill Party, and I'm also making a pink one. There, that's my box finished. Let's get rid of everything off here. That's the the green box done, and that's the Calypso coral box done. Okay, so I hope you like my little box. I was quite pleased with it when I came up with the idea. I think it's quite pretty and be lovely to put some little goodies in for somebody. And any details you need, click below. If you didn't see me making the actual box, click onto the video, the previous video, and you can see it there. And if you'd like to see more of my projects, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell, and you'll get a little notification every time I post, which is usually about twice a week, sometimes more frequently. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, thanks very much, bye bye.